Nia long hadn't meant to text a billionaire. Honestly, she hadn't meant to text anyone except her brother, the one person she hoped might help her, even though he loaned money like it physically hurt him. It was early morning, the sun barely peeking into her tiny apartment in Atlanta. Her 6-year-old daughter, Natalie, was still asleep on the couch, her tiny backpack hanging on the chair, waiting, hoping, praying that her mama would somehow find the money for first grade fees. The next day was orientation, and Nia had nothing. After losing her banking job when her bank was taken over, she'd been hustling 3 part-time gigs just to keep the lights on. But rent had swallowed her paycheck, groceries were overdue, and Natalie's school emailed a final reminder that the $3,000 was now due or the spot would be given away. Nia stared at her phone, her heart heavy, her hope thin. She typed fast, "Ben, I'm sorry to ask again. I need $3,000 for Natalie's school fees. I swear I'll pay you back once I get a proper job. Please." I already attached my bank details. She hit send, then dropped the phone with a shaky sigh. 5 minutes later, it buzzed. It was an unknown number. "I think you sent this to the wrong person." Nia frowned, snatched the phone, and froze. Her blood ran cold. She had texted the wrong number. "Great," she muttered. "Just perfect." Before she could apologize again, another message appeared. "Is $3,000 enough? What about food? Bills? Are you okay?" Nia blinked hard. "Ben," she typed. Because who else would say something like that? "I'm not Ben. But is $3,000 really enough?" Who was this man? She told him the truth, or at least the short version. She was working 3 part-time jobs. She was waiting to get hired in the banking field. Investment banking, specifically. Investment banking? Which division? Which products? Nia rolled her eyes. "I don't have time for a stranger's curiosity. I am sorry I disturbed you." There was a pause. Then, "Investment banking is exactly what my company needs right now." Her breath caught, and 2 seconds later, ping, $6,000 deposited. Nia nearly dropped her phone. She didn't know whether to cry or scream with joy. That's too much," she typed frantically. "It's okay. You'd help me if I were in your position. You owe me nothing." Her jaw fell open. Her own brother refused to lend her even $300 without making her sign a mini contract. Whoever the stranger was, he wasn't normal, and he definitely wasn't broke. But what Nia didn't know was that on the other side of the city, inside a penthouse high above Atlanta, a billionaire named Jason Hale was staring at her messages with a tightening chest. Jason felt drawn to Nia. He felt the need to protect her from the harsh world. He'd watched people suffer quietly his entire life. He'd been raised to believe money fixed things, but he learned too late that it couldn't fix everything. Helping her? It wasn't charity. It was instinct. Without hesitation, he called the head of human resources at one of his investment firms. "Interview a woman named Nia Long today. Fast track her. If she's even half as qualified as I think, hire her." "Sir, why?" the HR manager asked cautiously. Jason closed his eyes for a moment. "Because some people just need one break to change their entire world." Meanwhile, Nia sat in her apartment staring at the payment confirmation, completely unaware that a billionaire had just altered the course of her life, not because he pitied her, but because something about her strength, her exhaustion, her fierce love for her daughter moved him in a way he hadn't expected. She felt there had to be a catch. And Jason? For the first time in years, he felt something that wasn't emptiness. Nia stood outside Hale Investment Group, smoothing her thrifted blazer for the 10th time. Her palms were sweating, her heart was racing, and Natalie's little voice echoed in her head, "Mommy, you can do it." She inhaled sharply and stepped inside. The lobby alone felt like stepping into another universe. Glass, marble, quiet confidence. And everyone looked like they had been born in luxury. A receptionist led her up to the 42nd floor. "Mr. Hale will see you now." Nia swore her stomach did a backflip. The office doors opened, and there he was. Jason Hale, tall, dark-haired, ridiculously handsome in a custom charcoal suit. Broad shoulders, a jawline that could cut glass. And those eyes, piercing, almost silver blue, the kind of eyes that saw everything and revealed nothing. For a moment, Nia forgot how to breathe. Why does a man have to be this handsome? She muttered under her breath. Jason stepped forward, his presence filling the room effortlessly. Nia Long, he asked, his voice warm, calm, confident. Nia snapped out her trance. Yes, that's me. Good morning, Mr. Hale. He smiled, and she had to fight the urge to look away from how breathtaking that smile was. You can call me Jason, he said, and thank you for coming in. No, thank you, she said quickly, for what you did. The money, helping me, I will pay you back, I promise. His gaze softened. Nia, everyone needs a friend sometimes. Something in the way he said it made her chest tighten. Before she could overthink it, Jason pressed a button on his desk. Ariana, please take Ms. Long to the interview suite. The assistant arrived almost instantly. Nia followed her out, tried to ignore the polished employees who paused to stare as she passed. Was it her? Her outfit? Her presence? She didn't know, but she walked tall anyway. Jason watched her leave, narrowing his eyes slightly. Something about her felt familiar, but he couldn't place it.